Imagine building one of the most iconic companies in history and then walking away. Who is the man who helped Facebook dominate the world but still remains a mystery to so many? When you think of the genius behind the explosive growth of Facebook, I bet Mark Zuckerberg is the name that comes to your mind. But what if I told you the real magic happened thanks to a brilliant employee whose name is Chamath Palihapitiya? He is the one who took Facebook from 50 million users to over 1 billion users in just 4 years, and thanks to him, Facebook is where it is today. I'm Barack from the Coin Compass, and after digging through the internet for 2 weeks, I'm ready to expose how Chamath cracked the user growth strategy of Facebook and why he chose to leave this tech giant when it was at the top. By the end of this video, you will also learn the surprising lessons from Chamath's journey that could change your life. Chamath Palihapitiya's story begins in Sri Lanka, where he was born in 1976. His family had huge financial problems during his childhood. His father struggled with unemployment for a long time and dealt with alcoholism, while his mother worked low-paying jobs in housekeeping to support the family. The financial difficulties caused tension within the family and created a dysfunctional family environment, as Chamath himself described. But what Chamath didn't know at that time was that the financial problems his family was facing actually shaped his dreams and mindset about money and success, which would later change his whole life. When Chamath was just 5 years old, his family moved to Canada in search of a better life. However, it wasn't easy at all. After moving to Canada, his parents worked like hell to support the family. Looking at their hard work as a child, Chamath grew up learning the value of determination and persistence. And as a result, instead of just looking, he started working in different jobs to gain the experience and skills he needed to make Facebook a big success. I know it may sound funny, but at the age of 14, Chamath Palihapitiya worked at Burger King as a part-time employee. I mention it because this job was important for him, as it helped him contribute to his family's finances when they were facing financial difficulties. Chamath has spoken about this experience, explaining how it shaped his work ethic and perspective on life, leading him to accept his circumstances instead of blaming them and to focus on future opportunities. While working at Burger King, Chamath attended high school at Lisgar Collegiate Institute, and after graduating, he studied electrical engineering at the University of Waterloo, completing his degree in 1999. A short time after his graduation, Chamath Palihapitiya started working at BMO Nesbitt Burns for 1 year in the position of associate in the interest rate derivatives group. In this role, Chamath was responsible for derivatives trading, aligning with the company's core business of managing client investments and trading derivative products. This position was the first job Chamath had after completing his electrical engineering degree, and it was used as a stepping stone before he moved to California to seek opportunities in the tech industry. But the next job Chamath had was the most important early step in his tech career. The job was at Winamp, which was a little-known media player company at that time. Chamath helped create new products and grow the business. He also worked on a new idea for a music store where songs would only cost 99 cents. However, a short time after Chamath joined Winamp, AOL, which was considered a tech giant during its peak, acquired the company, which led to Chamath's fast rise within AOL. How fast was his rise? During the years 2001 to 2003, he was in the role of director and then executive director of product. But the craziest part was when Chamath Palihapitiya became the vice president and general manager of AIM plus ICQ for 2 years until 2005. Did you know that Chamath was the youngest vice president of AOL in the entire company's history? After working at AOL for a few years, something unimaginable happened to Chamath. Chamath was involved in a deal integration between Facebook and AOL Instant Messenger. According to Chamath, Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, met him during that process and told him, "You should really think about working here." This surprising direct approach from Zuckerberg led Chamath to meet with other important people at Facebook and finally make the decision to join the company in 2007 in the role of Vice President of Platform and Monetization, which he held for 1 year before being promoted to a more senior role. At the time Chamath joined Facebook, it was a large company, but you will be shocked by the insane growth the company experienced in the next 4 years when Chamath worked there. As Vice President of Platform and Monetization, Chamath likely played a big role in leading the development and growth of Facebook's platform, which allowed other companies to create apps that worked with Facebook. This also included figuring out how to make money from the increasing number of people using Facebook, potentially including early ways to show ads. Chamath did an amazing job, and the company saw his talents in strategic thinking and data analysis. That's why they made him Vice President of User Growth, likely one of the smartest decisions Facebook has ever made. What was Chamath Palihapitiya's genius strategy for exploding Facebook's user base? Well, his strategy focused on 3 key steps. The first step was getting users to sign up for the platform. After signing up, Chamath and his team focused on guiding users to the aha moment, the point where they realize Facebook's value and invite their friends. The last step was actually the most important one, which was encouraging users to come back frequently. So, how did Chamath implement this strategy and turn Facebook into a tech giant? He used the data-driven approach, making decisions based on real data. Chamath's growth strategy included 3 critical aspects. The first aspect was cohort analysis, which groups users based on how they found Facebook, their activity, and when they joined. The second aspect was retention curve analysis, which analyzes how long users stay on the platform to identify factors that encourage them to return. The third aspect is relevant to every business that wants to succeed, and it was continuous testing and optimization. It was very important to Chamath to measure, test, and cut off strategies that didn't work. But how effective was this growth strategy? Well, in one word, very. Under the leadership of Chamath as Vice President of User Growth, Facebook's user base exploded from 50 million users to over 1 billion users by the time he left in 2011. In addition, Chamath contributed a lot to the international growth of Facebook, helping to make the platform popular all over the world. Finally, Chamath worked hard to get more people to use Facebook on their phones. This was very important as phones became more popular. I know what you're thinking. Why the hell did Chamath leave Facebook if everything was so awesome? Let me expose the 3 hidden reasons why he left that nobody talks about. It's important to mention that there's no personal reason directly related to Mark Zuckerberg that caused Chamath to leave Facebook. In fact, Chamath thought Zuckerberg was a great leader. The first reason why he left was professional concerns. Chamath was a big part of Facebook's success for 4 years. He helped the company make money and got many more people to use it. However, he was ready for new challenges and opportunities. Now, did you know that Chamath had entrepreneurial ambitions? This was the second thing that caused him to leave Facebook. Chamath wanted to use his money and power to help new companies that weren't getting support from the usual venture capital firms. The last reason why he left was quite surprising. Chamath had ethical concerns while working for Facebook. He was worried about the negative impact of social media on society. And listen to this. In 2017, he publicly stated that he felt tremendous guilt about his role in Facebook's growth, saying that social media was ripping apart the fabric of how society works. Seems like he had some good reasons, huh? But what did he actually do after leaving Facebook? When Chamath Palihapitiya left Facebook in 2011, he didn't just walk away from a high-profile tech job, he stepped into the spotlight of the business world. After all those years as an employee, Chamath decided to make an impact in a different way. He chose the path of venture capital and entrepreneurship. Why? Because he believed in the power of innovation to solve big problems that the tech world wasn't solving. Chamath wanted to invest in great projects and support founders with amazing ideas that could make a real difference. In 2011, he founded Social Capital, a venture capital firm with a unique mission: to invest in businesses that could improve lives and address global challenges, not just chase profits. Under Chamath's leadership, Social Capital funded companies in healthcare, education, climate change, and other fields that could truly make a difference. As of 2025, Chamath Palihapitiya is still the only investor at Social Capital. But even with this crazy venture, did you know that in 2021, Chamath planned to go into politics? He was thinking of running for governor of California. Even though in the end he didn't pursue the campaign, it showed his desire to shape policy and drive change in society. The story of Chamath Palihapitiya isn't just inspiring. It contains valuable lessons you can use to level up in life, business, and investing. Let's break it down. First, you need to embrace long-term thinking. Chamath lives by a simple rule. It's not about timing the market, it's about time in the market. Like Warren Buffett, Chamath believes in building long-term value. He prefers companies that can grow slowly and steadily over time, instead of those focused on quick profits. The second lesson I learned from Chamath is to focus on solving real problems. You can easily see that Chamath lives by this rule if you look at the companies his venture capital firm invests in. Those companies face the big stuff like climate change, healthcare, and education. These are the spaces where he sees opportunities to make the biggest impact. Another important lesson from Chamath is to use the power of technology. To him, technology is the ultimate game changer. Its ability to solve problems grows exponentially, making it a critical tool for long-term success. Whether it's software, AI, or cutting-edge hardware, he believes technology holds the key to a better future. The next lesson is something Chamath credits his success to, which is always staying curious by developing a prepared mind. He dedicates time to learning about new fields, even when there's no immediate benefit. This mindset helps him find opportunities before others even realize they exist. Chamath also believes in taking calculated risks. Success doesn't come without risk, but Chamath emphasizes taking smart ones. It's about making smart choices that increase your chances of success, instead of risking everything on something unpredictable. One of the greatest lessons you must take from Chamath is the ability to adapt to changing landscapes. The world is changing fast, especially with AI changing industries left and right. Chamath's advice? Stay ahead of everyone else by preparing for what's coming next. Investors can also learn from Chamath's understanding of compounding. Similarly to Warren Buffett, Chamath believes in slow, steady growth over time. A 12% annual return might not sound so much, but over decades, it can lead to real wealth. Subscribe to the Coin Compass to see more videos like this. And what if I told you that you can become rich from your job just like Chamath at Facebook? Watch this video next to find out how to become rich as an employee.